Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, USA, and to all our viewers. Good evening to India, and a very happy Independence Day. Here and all around the world, me, Arpita Garud, hosting the FB Live program for NRBnews24.com, welcoming you all on our show with our celebrity artist. Today, mark the India's Independence Day. So we salute to our great freedom fighters. And I remember few lines from राहत इंदौरी जी, क्योंकि राहत इंदौरी जी बहुत बड़े शायर थे और हाल ही में उनका इंतकाल हुआ, बहुत ही दुख की बात है। तो उनका एक शेर मुझे आज के दिन याद आता है, मैं मर जाऊं तो मेरी अलग पहचान लिख देना, लहू से मेरी पेशानी पर हिंदुस्तान लिख देना। So very welcome to you all, and me and my co-host Arijit Basu, who is a clinical data analyst with a leading children's hospital in USA, and NRI Times of India brand ambassador and generalist. We both are coming together to host the show, a celebrity show, where we every Saturday we come with artists on the show, and we have a lot of good chats with them. We enjoy the show, and I hope you do too. So today we are having with us Himanshu Malik. I am very sure you know him. Himanshu Malik is an actor and writer known for Rain, The Terror Within, in 2005, Chitrakoot in 2018, which is directed by him, and QAD in 2012. His company is called Malik Pictures. Also, his film Chitrakoot has gotten appreciation from Iranian Oscar nominee Majid Majidi. His website is www.chitrakootfilm.com. He is known for his roles in movies like Kamasutra, Jungle, Tumbin, Khwahish, LOC Kargil, Rakt, Rogue, Rain, Koi Apsa, Sajni, Mallika, Yamla Pagla Divana, 7 Hours to Go, Three Stories. So now over to you, LG.
Arpita, thank you so much for the lovely introduction, and thank you. First, thanks to you for being the host for the event. Arpita, just to brief about Arpita, Arpita is a businesswoman, a corporate woman with Giftwala, and she is also a poet and performing all over like many places in US and India as well. And he is managing currently three businesses with his Giftwala. And now I would like to invite Himanshu Malik, as Arpita is already mentioned about Himanshu Malik. I welcome him to our show today, and to good morning and good evening to all my viewers all around the globe, and happy Independence Day to each one of you, to our viewers who are with us today and who will be like viewing this live event afterwards, because most of the people might be sleeping in different part of the countries. So thank you, Himanshu. Thank you for accepting Arpita's request to come over and joining us in the show. So I would like to say a few words before we start with the questions to you.
My pleasure, Ajit, to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to you, Arpita. Would you like to start?
Okay, fine. So, Himanshu, I would like to start it with telling you. I mean, I've told you before also. You used to be my teenager crush because I've been seeing your movies in my college and school days. And so, first question goes from me. So, a Bollywood Indian film actor, screenwriter, and producer known for his works, music video albums, and then to the acting career with the film Kama Sutra, and gained recognition with his portrayal of Abhigyan, a wealthy Canadian industrialist in the 2001, Romance Tumbin, and then many more. So, how did all happen?
I think it all happened on its very naturally and very organically. I had no idea that I'll become an actor. I was just drifting through life, and I came across, I came to Bombay, and I started modeling, acting, and I just kept, growing, evolving, changing, and I ended up doing so many things, whether it's acting, screenwriting, producing, directing. So everything was completely unplanned, and one can say almost destined to be where I am. And the idea was to just have a fruitful life, and this is what it came out to be.
Yes, so I've seen your ads also, and I remember. I mean, how is there any good memory or any of the incidents you remember while shooting Tumbin? Because I like that movie and the music also.
Yes, Tummin was a very, very special film for all of us. You know, back in the days, the fact that a big production house like T Series, with a very acclaimed director, Anubhav Sinha, who'd done a lot of work in television before that, decided to take on newcomers and do a big budget film in Canada, shoot it in Canada. It was a very big thing for all of us, and we all worked very hard for the film. And I think we all knew right away while shooting the film that this is a special film. The story was always so heartfelt, and it was such a complete narrative that we were very proud to be in it. It was a tough shoot. Canada, Calgary in the winters can get really cold. You're
I'm
talking -10, -20.
Yeah,
And we are from Bombay. We are temperate people. We're
yeah, so
tropical
not
people.
habitual.
So, oh, you have no idea how cold it can get out there. It's beyond torture for us, and we were not equipped for it. Also, we didn't have. I mean, you carry your jackets that you wear in Delhi, or you carry a muffler and a scarf and some gloves.
Yeah,
But -20 is something else. -20 is -20.
really, really, I understand.
So it was so. But the amazing part was there were a lot of locals over there who got involved in the production process, and they were just such fun to be around. They were so happy to, the diaspora in Canada and America are very welcoming to Indians. I guess because they miss India back here. So we had a wonderful, 6 weeks of shooting, I think, and it was tough. It was cold. Uh, Lots of bonds got made. Lots of friendships got formed, and all in all, it was a joyous moment for all of us.
That's great. That's great. So your notable work includes Jungle in 2000, Khwahish in 2003, Rogue in 2005. How has been the journey so far, and which has been your most satisfying moment?
I think Khwahish was a very central film in my career because I was the author back main lead, and it was a complete that made a huge difference to my journey as an actor. And uh, also I got to learn a lot about filmmaking and production on Khwahish because I was close to the producers, I was close to the director, and I think that's where the seed of making films actually came into me, to understand how films are made, how they're produced, how they are constructed. So for me, the most nourishing experience would definitely be Khwahish.
Wow. So Arijit, your point, microphone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now I would like have another question. ना आप फिल्म मेकर बने 2012 में, उसके साथ में आप राइटिंग और डायरेक्शन भी किए फॉर अ शॉर्ट फिल्म QED, which is a
That's right.
45-minute short film about a detective failing into crack a case. But ये फेस्टिवल सर्किट में एंड बाई इंडी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में बहुत बातें हुई, बहुत चर्चे हुई आपके ये डायरेक्शन के बारे में. सो कैसे आप फ्रॉम एक्टर ये फिल्म मेकर बने? What made you turn into a filmmaker?
I think it was very simple and very natural because, as an actor, you are constantly looking to tell stories through the character, you're finding stories of the character. But, and, actually happens, I think, is when you see when you don't see the stories that on screen, you want to tell the stories. It's just a pure desire to tell stories that you move from acting to screenwriting and then to producing and directing. It's just it's almost like promoting yourself, and taking on even more hard, difficult decisions and projects. So it's just a pure drive to tell stories that brings us here.
Up then now I have like another question in related to this. Like you have Malik Films Private Limited, which is a production house. जो आप founded, it's founded in 2014, under which you have directed various music videos and advertising content for numerous India-based brands. आपका कौन सा बहुत exciting venture रहा? वो any particular exciting ventures you want to share? और आपका अभी आगे का क्या प्लान है? प्रोजेक्ट प्लान्स क्या है?
So I think for me, the most exciting project that I've done is Chitrakoot, my feature film. It was a very, very challenging project as a producer. I mean, as a director, everything is challenging, but as a producer, it was very challenging. And I wasn't sure that I had the tenacity to do a project like that. But luckily, I took a deep breath, took a leap of faith, and I got into producing the film. So I think that has been the most exciting project, and hopefully, more the COVID crisis passes, we will release the film. And then there are other stories I want to tell. There are a million stories in my head that I want to tell, and hopefully, I can tell them.
Sure, if we have some time.
So
with
we
you.
are waiting for those 100 stories. I mean, few of those 100 stories.
Just before that, before we go, we would like to tell our viewers, हमारे साथ आज है शाहरान सिंह. शाहरान सिंह को आप लोग तो सभी पहचानते होंगे. He is a popularly known Bollywood actor. TV सीरियल्स में बहुत सारे TV सीरियल्स वो कर रहे हैं from 1995 onwards. अभी भी चल रहा है उनका. और हाल ही में like last year में उनका पद्मावत रिलीज हुआ था and he was in one of the major roles. So we will come to Sharan, but before that हिमांशु के साथ हम लोग बात कर लेते हैं. अर्पिता, unmute.
Yeah, so I wanted to continue about your stories. I mean, you had hundreds of stories, and we would like to know few of them.
Well, there are multiple stories that are in my head, and I like to tell stories about relationships. I like to tell stories about cultures. I'm very fascinated by Hinduism, so there's somehow always a flavor of Hinduism in my stories, and I like to tell stories about humans who are on the fringe of society. So there are I'm developing a few films right now. In fact, not one, including a story of a 7-year-old boy that might be a web series soon. So
Wow.
it's quite exciting, and you don't know what finally gets made, uh, but there are enough stories to be told, and I think especially in the Indian milieu, in the Indian current film structures, there is still not enough exciting work coming out of India. Considering the number of films we do, you know, uh, there are other film industries that churn out a lot of very intriguing stuff. Like especially the American film industry. They do a very thought-provoking cinema, which is also appealing to a vast audience. So hopefully, I can bridge that gap and create material which is not just thought-provoking but also appealing to a wide audience.
Looking forward to have such cinema in Bollywood or in Indian cinema. So that's good. Well,
ये तरस
actually,
रहे हैं.
yeah, Arijit.
No, you continue. I was just continuing with the conversation. हम लोग तरस रहे हैं ऐसे
Indian
film
movies
के
के
लिए.
लिए.
तो अभी तो पैंडेमिक चल रहा है. हम लोग तो ऐसे ही कुछ नहीं, हॉल में नहीं जा पा रहे हैं, कहीं भी कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा है.
Netflix.
Netflix पे जो आ रहा है वही देख रहे हैं. बट ये ऑडियंस का एम्बियंस और ऑडिटोरियम का एम्बियंस तो बहुत ही अलग है. एंड आई एम श्योर द आर्टिस्ट लोग जो है हमारे साथ आज वो भी बहुत मिस कर रहे होंगे. That feeling, that want, the thunderous applause all around, it's missing. So yeah, I hand it over to you, Arpita. Again, sorry, continue with it.
Yeah, so we are talking about this period. So now I want to ask, how can we manage the feeling that we are not being productive enough in this time? There are some people who are not being productive, who are just being lazy or just laying around, and they don't feel like doing anything, and then end up getting this feeling that I'm not being productive. So how can we manage this feeling?
So I think there are two parts to this answer. One is it is good to do nothing. There is no harm in doing nothing for a while. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I've done that, and it's
And
really
everyone.
helped me. I've done that, and it really helps, and I think it's really good. Uh, the second part, I think, this slowdown is meant for something. I feel, and in this nothingness is where you'll find yourself. I feel so. One should just, listen to yourself. Listen to the change you want in your life. I think that is also work. To understand what you want to do, who are you. So that I think
And I guess
is
listen
there.
to the
And
nature.
yes, to nature, listen to everything, and then you will naturally start doing things that are more conducive to you, and hopefully that feeling of nothingness goes. And mainly, I think there's no point in being in despair. you know there are so many people, and it is tough for everyone, not a single person, whether it is a kid who has to do online schooling, or it's the old people who have to take care of themselves. It is tough on everyone, and I tell this to people all the time that I have friends who, somebody or the other panics at some point and feels really angry and really frustrated, but I think we all are in it together. Everybody's battling it, and it's much more difficult for people who are freelancers like Sharan, who's an actor, me, I'm a filmmaker, because we don't know what the future holds for us. But and people who are who have stable jobs, they're slightly okay with everything. But we can't. It's unprecedented what we are in. We are in historic times, and there's nothing we can do about it but just wait and hope that it passes soon.
Yes, of course. So I would like to ask the
Absolutely.
same question to Sharan now. Sharan, what do you feel? Because few projects, even Bollywood projects are on hold. So many things are on hold, and people are not being, they are not getting projects, or they are just waiting for new projects, or they are not doing anything. So they are not, feeling that, I'm not being productive. So that negative feeling, how can we manage that?
Yeah, hi everyone. First of all, hi, welcome, and how are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you,
Especially
Sharan.
being a part of this industry, we are always welcome, welcome. I know it took long. I was not in this Wi-Fi zone, so I was
Yes, yes,
able to manage
we
this
miss you.
Wi-Fi thing nearby. Uh, and yeah, I was like, since I started, I was in college. I think I watched Himanshu in music videos, and I really liked him. That Himanshu, Priyanshu, Sonu Sood, all were like that. And especially when I watched Tumbin, and he did really well. So everybody's in the industry since long, seeing the ups and downs. So if I would say, now we are used to it because
Yeah,
this is human nature. Whatever we face, any calamity, either a earthquake or anything, whatever we say, a flood or something, we always overtake things. So now we are hopeful this thing is going to end soon. As Himanshu said, he's doing films, web series, and all. So this is a same business where we are working, no job. This is self-working job where you need to decide what you need to do apart from acting, into writing, into direction. So this entertainment industry give you so many options, and it's up to you where you choose to do things. Same thing as Himanshu said, I'm doing films, I'm writing, directing, and all. As he's still part of the industry, if he's not been seen on TV or not films or something, so people doesn't know how creative work is going on. Same thing I'm doing now. I just directed one Punjabi film, which I made in Punjab, and I wrote, directed, and took many actors from Punjab. So,
that's great.
so you actors are always, self-confident persons. They have so much vision, to create new things. So it's okay. I think we can cope up this situation, whatever is happening.
Yes, it's Sharan जो बोले हैं आप कि अभी जो unprecedented times what Himanshu mentioned not limited to just yes it is very much affecting the entertainment industry for sure but हमें लग रहा है कि बहुत इंडस्ट्री ऐसे है जब अभी जॉब्स नहीं है लाइक सैलरी काट हो रहा है हम लोगों की इधर में भी यूएस में तो आपको सब पता ही होगा कि ऐसे ही चल रहा है बट अगेन वी ऑल आर होपिंग दैट बेटर टाइम स्टिल प्रिवेल एंड वी आर होपिंग फॉर अ बेटर फ्यूचर आप लोग जो करते हैं हम लोग लाइक फॉर द व्यूअर्स फॉर द ऑडियंस all across you people become a kind of icon because you are regularly coming on TVs and the screens and the silver screen which from childhood onwards we people like are glued to it like ये actor है ये करते हैं उनको हम follow करेंगे so I think that is now missing वो मिस हो रहा है अभी क्योंकि हम लोग नहीं देख पा रहे हैं ज्यादातर तो ये तो प्रॉब्लम होगा ही बट आई होप द वैक्सीन्स आर गोइंग टू कम आउट समटाइम सून सो वी विल हैव अ बेटर फ्यूचर आप लोग फिर से काम करेंगे और हम देखते रहेंगे सो
काम
बिफोर
काम चल ही रहा है आई मीन
काम तो चल
as
रहा है
Sharan
वैसे
said.
वो बोला है कि he
Yeah.
just did something Himanshu is also doing something
But
so everyone is busy
I would like to tell you something about Himanshu. I've been following him for long on even on Instagram, and he's such a down to earth and calm person. I've got a lot to learn from him. So, and that's why my next question is for Himanshu. So, how to prioritize your mental well-being? Because I know that you are very calm, and I found that you don't care about the limelight anymore. So, but you are doing very well. And so, how to cope up, during the changes and challenges brought by this pandemic, or in general?
Uh, I think a big factor, which Sharhan said, being an actor makes you very tenacious. It makes you very strong. It's a very different world. You're almost like a foot soldier that goes to war every day, and you have no option but to stay calm. It's what you learn from your from a lifetime of being in this business. Uh, I think a holistic approach to life, to think in those terms, is a big key to staying calm and you know just accept the changes that are happening instead of fighting them. And I think a lot of people just want too many things, and then when they do not get it, they get frustrated. So I think the key is to just want holistic things, like good health, like to listen to good music, like in this lockdown, I've started to listen to music again. Not like I was not listening to music earlier, but I was not really listening to music. You know, now I'm listening to it and I'm enjoying the chords, the changes in the pattern rhythms. It's so I'm really enjoying it now. Uh, so I think, oh my God, the same track that I've heard earlier, but I didn't listen to the details of it because my head was somewhere else. So I think those small things to get the small joys is a big key. You know.
I think that's absolutely true. We are finding ourselves like small, little things we are enjoying, which we were so busy in the earlier big prior pandemic, and वो छोटा छोटा चीज हम लोग को नजर में नहीं आता. तो as Himanshu you mentioned, yeah, mine is now 24/7. हम अभी अलेक्सा को रख के हम सो जाते हैं रात में, पता भी नहीं चलता है कि वो बज रहा है. सवेरे पता चलता है कि he is there, somebody is there. So that's there. But now, any advice, Himanshu, you have for the upcoming rising talents जो ये इंडस्ट्री में आना चाह रहे हैं, उनको क्या मैसेज आप देना चाहेंगे? ऐसे पैंडेमिक चल रहा है, सबका एक डिफरेंट स्टाइल में अभी घर में है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, क्रिएटिव वर्क कर रहा है. बट अगेन आई थिंक मेनी यंगस्टर्स फोकस लाइक दे लव टू बी into a limelight, into a stardom. तो आपको ये the time what we are passing in, आपको क्या मैसेज उन लोगों को देना चाहते हैं? Himanshu.
Himanshu's.
Oh
yeah, he's back.
You are there. Did you hear my questions, Himanshu? Himanshu?
You'll have to say it.
Your voice is not coming. Have you been able to understand my
Yeah,
question?
so Arijit,
Yes,
please repeat the
I can
question.
hear you now.
Okay. Did you what I said? Did you hear my question? Like, what would be your message to the upcoming rising talents who aspire
No,
to
I
become
think you'll
an
have to repeat
actor?
that. Sorry.
I said, like, how about what would be your message to the upcoming rising talents who aspire to become an actor, and particularly how life has surfaced in the new pandemic period, so that they can keep up with the entertainment industry? So what would be your message to them?
I think one crucial message is that not to despair, not to feel down, because the good news about the pandemic is that people are watching more content. So content consumption has, become fourfold, and that habit will continue. So more content will be needed. So for actors, there will be more work. But when, that's just a question of when the virus is under control. So at the same time, I think it is important for actors to constantly up their skill set and keep working on their performances and their craft. That should not get dull. Acting is a very physical profession, and your body is your instrument. So I think times are good ahead. Essentially times are good ahead. So not to despair and just hang in there and keep working on themselves. It's good to work on your voice, your your body, your movement. There's so many aspects to acting, and I think the key is to stay at it.
You have to unmute yourself. Arpita, can you hear me? Yes. Arpita, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
So yes, rightly said, Himanshu. Whatever you conveyed to us, it's very, very informative. Yes, we are going through a very difficult phase, but again, we need to be focused and do as much as we can in these trying situations. And yes, the in this industry is definitely a difficult industry, but I'm sure the people like you who are the in the industry for the last several years, you know what would be the challenges, how to overcome the challenges. I'm pretty sure the expertise, that is what we call expertise, and the expertise in this particular field, I'm sure the youngsters who will be coming, they have a strong mentor like you and Sharan, who will be mentoring this kind of next generations and carry them forward. Whatever it is, the pandemic is just going to last a little less. It'll be over sometime soon, and I'm sure the talents are looking forward to work with you. And anything in particular, I know you have a limited time today, but we want to talk to you more
Yes.
and more because the kind of a person you are, such a soft spoken, kind, like soft hearted. I'm seeing like you are not, as I did not know much about it until Arpita mentioned that you are not into a limelight, don't have your Instagram, but you are keeping yourself a very low key profile, which is a very touching thing indeed. Like to establish a stardom and then to maintain it is a very difficult task, and I'm sure many people does not live up with it. The more you live up with it, the more is better in the journey, I'm sure. And anything in particular, Himanshu, for us before I would love, I'd hate to say goodbye to you today. But anything for us in general, and thank you for accepting Arpita's
Uh,
request. Arpita has been asking, like pressurizing me, like I'm talking to Himanshu. I said, go get anyone you want. So yeah, and it's so nice that you communicated with Arpita and getting you in this forum with us in our Independence Day is a big thing for us. And anything you'd like to
no,
say?
my absolute pleasure. I've um, I'm so happy that I came on the show, and Arpita's reached out to me so warmly and so nicely that I could not decline. And I'm very happy I came on the show. And it's tremendous what you guys are doing. It is very important. It is very important that we do such things to generally keep ourselves busy, to keep an audience engaged. If what we speak here touches even one person, and it helps them uplift their day in these tough times, I think that is a job well done for us. So, and ultimately we are all human, and all we need is connections. So, connect with you, Archie, connect with you, Arpita, and with you, Sharhan. It's lovely. That's all.
Yes, absolutely. What you said, I'd just like to add because I was sometime back, 3, 4 years back, I was watching a musical program with one of the leading musicians of the world. And he was there, and the auditorium was just not up to the capacity. I would think that kind of a talent he is and the person he was into his field, but the occupants were very, very limited. So I happened to meet him in outside during the break, And I asked him, said, did you feel like you are performing, you are putting your heart out into the show, but there are so many less crowd. So how do you feel about this? He said, you know what? If there is one person in the auditorium listening to me, I feel that's my achievement. Rest, I am doing, putting my 100% effort. Doesn't matter who is there with me, who is not there with me. And I will continue to do my work, whatever it is, whatever way it is. So I think that touched me a lot. And coming from such a maestro, it's indeed a great thing to know and learn. So thank you, Himanshu. Thank you for being with us. And sad, but yes, that's irony. We have
Yes.
to move on. And good luck. Stay
Yes.
well and keep well and do well.
Yes.
And we'll be glued to see your movies, the filmmaking, the directions
Yes.
in the coming months, and hope to meet
Mm.
you sometime in future. Arpita, you have
Yes.
anything
Thank
to say
you.
to show?
Good to meet you, Sharan.
No, just would like to thank you for coming in our show, and it was, our conversation was exactly the way I wanted it to be. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Himanshu.
Thank you. Sharan, I'm very happy that you've directed a Punjabi film, and it's tremendous. I know this is the way to go. I tell all actors, do more. Make films, write,
Yes,
learn editing,
yes.
and it's really tremendous. You've done it, and you're younger to me. Good to meet you, and good luck with your project. And if I can be of any help, please take my number from Arpita, and it'd be lovely to stay in touch.
Definitely.
Sure. Bye.
Sharan's mute.
Sharan,
Tumbin,
unmute.
guys.
Right.
Yeah, hi.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
hear
yes.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you. Before we you say something,
Okay.
I'd like to say, like Sharan was not ready today. He took time to be with us because he was in a remote place. Network was not there. But Arpita kept calling Sharan, like, come. He was after him. And I am sure Sharan had to manage his time out to come and talk to us like this. But indeed, a great moment to have you, Sharan, in our show. You continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a bit late because Manshu was already there. And obviously, when you see actor whom you have seen when you were in college or you finish your college, and I used to like this movie Tumbin. I watched so many times, and always, I used to call Tumbin guys, and one day I want to do movie like this. So then I saw Himanshu. Before that, many videos. So he was top model for me that time. We used to follow Himanshu and many people I met after, like Sonu Sood. He's a like brother now. So always they are role models always as a model. When I saw Tumbin, it was great as an actor because we were expecting him to be in films. Now he got into another part, same industry as a director. He's doing more things. So always good luck to him. I know you'll do well and you're doing well. And about my film, once my movie is ready for release, I'll speak to you and I'll call you for the preview.
You take care. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, Nash. Thank you.
Chalo, lovely. All of you take care
Thank you,
and
thank
see you
you.
guys soon. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
It's Sharan now. Arijit, your voice.
I said I said we have now Sharan exclusive. Here we go. Arpita,
Yeah, finally.
introduce Sharan.
Yeah, so I would like to introduce him and his work first to all our viewers. So Sharan was born in Patiala, Punjab, and he's got his first break in the Punjabi movie Yara Nal Bahara, directed by Manmohan Singh. He has worked in number of TV shows and advertisements. First serial on Z TV was Rakhi Ek Atut Rishte Ki Door. Then Uttaran, we all are very aware of that serial on Colors because my mom was very fond of this serial. So, and in Uttaran, he was performing Sid's character, and as Sandy in Kasam serial, and then Kumkum Bhagya, the role played was Sangram Singh Chautala, and then filmed with the ace filmmaker Sanjay Leela Bhansali's movie Padmavat. and he was playing a very important role. That was Shahid Kapoor's Senapati, Vijay Dan Singh. And apart from it, he worked for brands like Gillette, Samsung, Yamaha, Pons, Tata Tea, and many more. So now, Sharan, the first question goes for you is how has been your journey so far from Patiala to Tinsel Town, and from Punjabi movie to featuring in various TV shows and advertisements, and then mainstream Bollywood movies. So how's been your journey so far?
I would say because I always mentioned my first work was Yarana Bhara, but there was big work in short. But before that, I had done TV shows for Doordarshan, DD Urdu, DD Metro, and Z Alpha Punjabi. That was my initial work when I was in college and university. So I used to, poke my finger everywhere, wherever I can do anything. So by that way, so I did many TV shows, episodic stories. So that was my learning time. And first show I did actually for national television, that was Sahara Mission Padhe. It was quite famous based on all martyrs, who fought for a country. So I played one of the role in that show. So that was my first show properly that I worked for Bollywood, Bombay Television, and Sahara was main channel. And actors were with me who worked in big TV shows like Balika Vadhu. That guy later I met after 7 years in Balika Vadhu. He was with me in that show. So then 2004, I'm talking about, I did that show. Then I decided if I'm working with people from Bombay here, they're casting me from Punjab, so I should move ahead. So I moved to Bombay. And after moving, I got Tele in Punjabi. So this is something, it's your own language, but you speak always in school, college, and home. And then the cast was bigger than my expectation. Jimmy Shergill, Joey Babbar, Anupam Kher, Raj Babbar. And then that time, Ketki Dave was quite famous in Kasauti, Kani Zindagani Gargar ki. She used to say RRR something. We used to watch her. So I was seeing people around me who were like quite famous people, already aware about them, like Anupam ji, Raj ji. So that's why I called this my first project, where I was like a new guy, and I'm crowded with the star faces and all. Then things were started in short. So, but I think from the day one, I was working. I never thought it's a struggle. It's like आप घर से निकलते हो कुछ चीजें ढूंढते हो आपको एक एक करके चीजें मिलती जाती हैं and that is the struggle that you moved out of the house and looking for things and पहली फिल्म हुई फिर उसके बाद दूसरी फिल्म हुई यारा वतना तो दूर then I did with super comedian Jaspal Bhatti ji. I did my third movie with him. Fourth movie I did with maker of जिन्होंने chocolate बनाई थी Spice Tea. So things are happening, but I was not liking movie work. I thought it's not happening. I'm just creating a list of films, first, second, third, fourth. Where am I? Then after 3 years of time, I got Rakhi. I was auditioned for this role, and it was unexpected. Well, as you say, surprise. I gave the audition around 5 p.m. and late night around 11:30, 40, they called me. We are shooting with you from tomorrow morning. So get up by 5 a.m. and come for the promo shoot. So things started. So that was my 2007 for TV industry.
In fact, even I say, if you are enjoying the journey, it is not no more struggle for you. You are just enjoying it. People may call it struggle, but you are enjoying it. So I would like to ask you, you are a very popular name in TV screen and still going strong. So several credits to your bag, from CID Special Bureau to Ghost Thesis, in between many more like CID Adalat. Was it any difficult for you to enter Bollywood, or even a step back to getting role offers in small screen?
See, I always thought that I'm working as an actor, and if I'm good, these people will cast me. So I never chased films. I never chased film roles. And I think in my 15 years career, I went to meet film people, I think 10 times. And 5 times I got films. So I thought it's okay. Whatever I'm doing is fine. And TV is bigger than films. And now, today, I don't think people recognize me from Padmavat. They don't recognize me from Yaran Albara. But they recognize me from worldwide, each country where people doesn't know Hindi. They know me as a Sid from Uttaran. They know me as a Sangram Singh from Kumbh Bhagya. They know me as a Sandy from Kasam. So I give credit to TV shows where they made me famous, either whether I'm in Sri Lanka, I'm in Chennai, I'm in Bangkok, I'm in Hong Kong, I'm in Serbia, Georgia, Istanbul, London, Indonesia, Pakistan. People
So,
know my face. So that was
so from
my
Kashmir to Kuala
like
Lumpur, you are all there. From Kashmir to Kuala
uh,
to Mumbai to Madagascar, everywhere you are. So that's one best thing because you are a name. The TV has a lot to do with Sharan Singh because that's how हम लोग घर में जब देखते थे शाहरान सिंह आ रहा है तो अब जब अर्पिता मुझे बोले कि शाहरान आ रहा है तो मुझे पहले इज इट द सेम पर्सन हु डिड द पद्मावत so that's a big transition but yes you are more popular from the TV screens and I think the millions or billions of viewers all around are there who are glued to the television.
Yes, even when I shared the posters on my profile, my friends and my relatives asked about you because they know you, in Uttran. Uttran was very famous serial that time.
yes,
uh,
same thing I told you. Yeah, sorry, Ajit. Yeah.
no, you carry on,
No, I'll carry on later. So you say and then I'll start.
no, I said, yeah, exactly. No, CID is another one. Many other serials. There are so many things in your kitty. हम तो उतना दिमाग में नहीं ले पाते. But how did this Bollywood like Padmavat happen to you? I'm just very curious to know. I think not only me, many more are curious to know about it.
See, I would say because in between TV, I never opt out thinking that I'm doing TV, I'm doing films. In the 15 years of career, everything was going on simultaneously. I was a brand ambassador of Gillette in 2008. I was doing Rakhi in 2008. I was doing Jhansi Ki Rani in 2009. Then I was doing Yamaha 2009. I was doing a Hollywood film with Gulshan Grover, Back to Honeymoon. That didn't work out. But I think I kept working. I didn't bother about the results that time. I just wanted to work. I just wanted to show different characters of mine. Whichever role comes to you, I'll play. I think that's why there are 55 serials in my list when I start writing. Since I'll start from Rakhi, not earlier. Earlier I forgot. I'm just talking about from Rakhi, Adalat, CID, Special Bureau, Akela, Savdhan India, and Z Horror Files, Kumkum Bhagya, Rajvanti, Maharana Pratap, Jhansi Ki Rani, Hanuman, Veer Shivaji, Ye Teri Galiyan, and then I started with web series.
That's a long list of 55 serials. Oh my God. And it's a major achievement, I'm sure. Maintaining a TV screen with so many shows and then coming into a Bollywood is indeed a great achievement, Sharan. Now that I'd like to ask you about this, like a role in Padmavat, the most talked about film in recent times, and portraying one of the most important character. And then you worked under many big banners and directors. So I would like to just ask who have helped you to learn and grow in this industry. Is it okay for you to answer?
Yeah. In fact, I would say this industry only gave me like an institution to learn things myself. Just look at the industry and learn things and give them back. And same thing happened like Padmavat. I was doing Hanuman. In Hanuman, I was playing the role of Meghnad, where I had a big moustache and all. And then I was hating it. That I said, I just want to finish Meghnad role because it's really difficult. I know my voice is like that. I can say the lines of Meghnad very nicely. But the big moustache, it troubles me a lot and I get irritated. And then it was going on. 6 months I did. And then the day I finished Hanuman, I got Kasam. Kasam was normal role and all. Same, then I was getting time because one show was over. I was doing 2 shows before. I went to meet a casting director of Padmavat, just like that. I was free. So let's go and let's check the film. Because somebody told me Padmavat's casting is on. And Bansali sir was always a role model, always we need to work with him, want to work with him. And I just went randomly. And these guys said, we are not taking auditions, we are just taking intros. Just give your intro, we'll see. And I gave my intros in October. And then October 2016. Then I came back and same night they called me, okay, we are auditioning you for Sanapati's role, come tomorrow to the studio. Then I realized that this was the time I went, and this was waiting. They were waiting for me to come. And next day they gave me dialogues of the Senapati where I'm giving this sword to Deepika that Rani Sahib, आप महाराजा राव सिंह को छुड़ाने नहीं जाएंगे, हम जाएंगे आपके साथ. So then it was nice the way I said, and I was sure about that I'll get this role, but unfortunately, everything was finalized. But when we were shooting after 4 months, we didn't start that time. We started after 4 months in January. Bhansali sir looked at me and said, "You're not looking very old. You're looking younger." And Senapatis are like always the veteran people. I said, "Okay." Then I was wondering what he is going to do. He said, "There are 3 Senapatis three Senapati with the Shahid Kapoor now. You, the other guy, and I said, "Okay, not bad." I was playing the Sujan Singh before what they gave me. Now this is Sujan Singh's older. That guy was looking a bit older than me. They gave me Vijaydan Singh. I said, "Is there any difference in the role?" He said, "You guys are till the end with Shahid Kapoor." I said, "Okay, sir, I'm done." So only the difference was age. So I got this felt like this.
That's wonderful to know, because these are the things we don't know, and it's coming from the horse's mouth. It's so interesting to know. We are like so intrigued.
One more thing I'll tell you. There was a story. We got this movie, and there are so many hurdles. October they told me we are auditioning you. January they told me we are shooting with you. But nothing was shot. That 4 months gone. And then the day I went to shoot 28, you remember that in Jaipur things started. That was the same day I landed in Jaipur, and shoot was on a halt. And they booked my ticket. So somebody slapped Bhansali sir, and shooting was on hold. "You are not shooting from today in Jaipur." I said, "What happened?" He said, "There's some problem. I think we need to wait till night." And the night we got the news, "You're going back to Bombay tomorrow morning. We are not shooting." So then 2 months later, we started shooting in Bombay after the set was made and all. So sometimes, things are coming not so easily. These are bigger. You're luckiest, but luckiest also because you're getting it after also.
Yeah, it was a really a very wonderfully portrayed movie, and there was so much of challenges in having it to the theaters. हमारा इधर में तो ऐसा ही हुआ था कि जब शुरू हुआ, it was like houseful. All the shows were houseful, and the people were waiting outside. Even, can you imagine, in this like US and the smaller cities like the Tennessee, it's not like in New York.
राजस्थान एंड इसमें जयपुर राजस्थान उस साइड में थोड़ा सा विद्रोह हुआ था, थोड़ा so while shooting I'm sure वहाँ problem था. So I'm born and brought up in Jaipur, so I get those news very quickly.
तो शारन, आपका कोई the best dialogue which you like, a few lines or whatever comes to your mind, the best dialogue which you keep loving it all along?
See, I loved many dialogues, like especially from Kumkum Bhagya, Uttaran, Maharana Pratap, and Padmavat. That dialogue was edited, which I was supposed to say to Deepika Padukone. That was said by this guy Gora, that guy with big beard. So I was hating him. I said, "Bro, this was my dialogue." He said, "But sir gave me." And we were getting scenes and scenes were edited. So I think I love the most in Uttaran. First, if I say, whenever I'm talking to Nani, that the main villain in the show in Uttaran. जैसे मैं I used to call her, "नानी जी, सिद्ध के तरीके से आप बच नहीं पाओगे। एक ना एक दिन तो आपको मेरे हाथ से आना ही पड़ेगा." This was Uttaran.
Oh, wow, wonderful.
And if I'm doing a Hanuman was like tough job. You are more larger than life. Like where I'm talking to Ravan, "Pilashri, आज्ञा दीजिए, इस लक्ष्मण का वध मैं ही करूंगा, इसके अतिरिक्त और कोई नहीं, आज्ञा दीजिए पिताश्री." So this was like drama.
Wonderful. That's what I wanted to hear.
Now that wish got fulfilled.
Oh yes. Because like now that we are just not chatting with a celebrity, we are in a live show, but we are in a very informal way of talking to each other. Sharan is a big name. We all know.
Down to earth, and I've been talking to him, contacting him for the show, and he's been so down to earth and so approachable It's very rare for
Sharon,
artists.
that's why whenever Arpita says about like I'm contacting him, I said go ahead because I know whoever is Arpita in touch with is has to be down to earth. And yes, I'm seeing Sharon is absolutely a gem of a person. Whatever I'm asking
Only thing, the
Sharon,
problem is that I was not able to manage them. I was texting a good morning, there's a good night. Still, I asked her what
Yeah,
is the time of what is the
yeah.
interval, and I
I
forgot.
was
I
like,
was in Chandigarh. I don't remember that. That's why.
I know, I was like so getting impatient. मेरा वो एक होता है कि हम अर्पिता को बोल रहे हैं क्या हुआ वो रिप्लाई नहीं दिए अभी तक तो बोला हो जाएगा रिजल्ट ठीक होगा वो प्रोग्राम के दिन आ जाएगा I'm like, ठीक है because I'm not hearing anything back from them. So that's how, but she has been communicating very, very well, I must say. So
No,
I
and
couldn't even read the mail. I
even
was
Sharon has
traveling
been
so
very
much. I was
supporting
not
and
getting time.
yeah.
I said
I
I was
know,
not
I know.
traveling. I was traveling Chandigarh, Patiala, Delhi, and all. So I was not checking mails and messages, and that's why there was
So
no Wi-Fi
is
where I
it
was
okay that we
here.
are shooting? Are you keeping all the things in mind for pandemic for this situation? Is there everything okay? How's the situation there?
Yeah.
Situation is same almost, but we are keeping professional precautions and all, like how we tackling the situation because I need to work. My work is like that. I need to come here because my movie is ready and theaters not open. And so I was looking out for new way. So I said, okay, let's release on OTT and satellite television channels and all. So this is Punjabi film. So we don't operate from Bombay. We operate from Chandigarh and Delhi. So I was waiting. Let's get this over. Let's get this over. It was not ending. So let me face this. I took my flight. I reached here, and I'm meeting all these people and trying to manage this movie thing because after this movie, once movie is done, I can start my the second project after lockdown ends. So that's why I'm very impatient about my work. So I'm getting time to sort out everything now.
That's great.
So, Sharon, just moving on to another question, like the
Yeah.
disruption of the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns, now the mandatory mask, social distancing, physical distancing. There are so many things which is going on in various facets of our lives. So, including the disturbances caused about the mental health of people. How is the entertainment industry being hit by this? Like we of late, like in the recent past, we have seen many things on the coming on, floating on the TV channels, floating about many issues. I would not like to like highlight or pinpoint on any particular issue because there are several things going on. But how is it affected the entertainment industry?
Yeah, this is a big blow in short, especially entertainment industry, hotel industry, and music industry. People who are working and creating things. So this corona epidemic is really bad, like worse than World War, because even World War people were fighting on the borders, and here everybody is fighting at home. They are not able to come out of the house. They are not able to do anything. So you have the only way: just eat, watch TV, and just wait for the things to get over. So it's really hitting badly till now. But people are now started, encouraging to go ahead, and they said, let's see how we can start this.
Fight
They're trying to
this.
keep themselves, yeah. So coping up the situation now, how to go ahead, how to save yourself, and the same thing, mask and clean, wash your hands. But I think soon the solution is coming, and either it will be vaccine or people will start living with this. They'll learn to live with pandemic style.
Unfortunately.
That's true, very
Yeah.
true. We have to like get used to the situation. Definitely vaccine will be coming, but again, it's a hard immunity which we are talking about. We have to get many things used to it in a regular life. But now that we are running out of time, we have a very limited time. But again, I'd like to ask one question. I'd love Arpita to ask one more question before we wrap up the show.
Yeah.
What the challenges have you faced, or the best way you have handled during this time of a pandemic, and what would be your advice to all the viewers?
First of all, I think some people are like that. They are ready to face all the challenges. Like they comes in different ways and with the different phases. When I was in college, I studied defense studies, and I think that helped me a lot. Defense is always like that: how to save yourself instead of action and attack. So this was attacked by pandemic. So I said, okay, be strong and keep facing how you can sort it out. And but there's a time. 5 months we waited. Let's sit at home. Let's stay at home. I think I utilized my time. I wrote this film. I made this film. But in 5 months, I was getting time to finish my post production. I have written a couple of more subjects, many stories now, which are going to help me next 10 years. I don't need to write more. I hope, I wish there should not be any pandemic after this 2020. And because now we have so many stories, so much to do. And next 5, 10 years, I'll keep doing this. So people should be always ready for challenges, because I remember Sushant was a dear friend of mine. We started in 2007. He was doing his first show, his Desh Mein Mera Dil. I was doing Z. And guy who grew up in front of you, we played cricket together. We used to see in gym together. Used to see each other in clubs, parties, birthday together. You see many pictures with me, like holy parties, birthday parties. We were so getting along with each other. But after seeing this, because he was not in touch last 2 years, after Dhoni, he was too busy. And committing suicide was really, it's really hurt, like really hurting. I was like, I never expect any of my friends should do this, because we can't afford to lose like friends like him, people who made efforts to, be a big star. And we always say, oh, Sushant is my friend, Sushant is doing well. So it's really tough to see that. Be strong and keep working hard, and keep facing all challenges coming in. Anyways, चाहे वो pandemic है, कुछ भी है, so just keep working on it.
It's very true. It's very disheartening what happened with Sushant, the bright, enterprising talent, the upcoming rising star. Not only his issue has impacted to the Bollywood industry, to any industry, but I'm sure with all the millions of people around the world, we all got impacted with the news, and it's very hard. Like anyone, and you know him personally, so close friend of yours, it must have been very hard for you as well. And yes, exactly, this mental health thing should not come in any one of your mind. Be productive, be positive, and this is just a phase we are all going through. You are just not alone in this battle. We all are together in this journey. Keep doing, focus on your work. If you are not working, being at home, try to be more creative and be productive, whatever you love to do. That's my message to all the audience who is watching our shows today. Arpita, the next question before.
It's so,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what like we are discussing about depression people are facing in this duration. Also new generation, as well as old generation. So जो लोग पहले से इस इंडस्ट्री में हैं, जैसे आपने सुशांत सिंह का नाम लिया, जैसे अभी समीर का भी नाम आया था सामने. सो देयर आर मेनी. तो न्यू जनरेशन, ऐसे जनरेशन को देख के अभी दे आर फीलिंग कि इट्स नॉट सेफ, या दे आर स्कैर्ड ऑफ एंटरिंग इन दिस इंडस्ट्री. So what would be your advice to upcoming aspiring younger generation who want to pursue the career in this industry post pandemic?
I still remember this in this entertainment industry. I think I've seen many people who committed suicide. It's not only this time, this is pandemic time. Before that also, a dear friend of mine who worked with me in Hum Hai Na on Sony, Pratyusha Banerjee, Balika Badu girl, and she also committed suicide because of, I don't know what was the reason. And only thing, this was not pandemic, this was not a financial thing. So there are certain many reasons. I think people should be very strong. All like my age, younger kids, whoever, like studying, working, and in entertainment industry. Because I met Sameer also once, but I don't know him very like a friend in a friendly way. But I met him once or twice in meetings and studios and all. And he was a very cool guy. I think very intelligent type. Then Sushant and Pratusha. It was like I was shooting with her before 1 month when she committed suicide. And when I started in the industry, I remember Kulraj Gandava and Nafisa Joseph and Viveka Babaji. These were three models in 2003, 4, 5, 6, I think that time. They also committed suicide. So I don't blame to, this is you are not getting work. You are not you're under pandemic situation. This is something personal which you are facing. I think you should have that stamina, that brain strong feeling that you should not do this. just try to overcome what is the issue. It can be love life, it can be financial. You have ways to sort them out. The only message,
Exactly.
this is not good. Yeah, there are many reasons. So, but you should be very controlled about your thing. You should not do this. This is not good idea because you are ending your life. You have no option to fight again. You can't prove yourself fighter.
Yeah, exactly. You should not lose the like go out just like that. You can't quit your life because there are so many things we have to achieve and live to. It's just not about something is not happening. ये टाइम ठीक नहीं चल रहा है ये तो सबका लाइफ में आते रहता है जस्ट पैंडेमिक की वजह से तो नहीं है यू आर राइट बिकॉज ये तो चलते ही रहता है कभी
And if we
ऊपर
think
कभी
there
नीचे
are ways,
yeah
there
there are
are
ways to
solutions for everything.
Yes, exactly. So before we wrap up, I'd like to ask Sharan. Sharan, now that you have done so many, you have so many achievements, you have many things you have done so far. How would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years with the new production you already had just now with the Punjabi movie? And how would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years? More into a television industry or coming into the mainstream Bollywood or balance the both? And
See,
what?
this question I always see when people ask me since 2005, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14. What are you going to see after 5 years? Like 5 years? What are you going to be
That's
after
a
5 years?
regular interview question kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I said there are no certain. There's no certain limit for an actor about 5 years. If I ask Akshay Kumar, where are you going to see after 5 years? If I ask Varun Dhawan, where are you going to see after 5 years? He said, "Yeah, we'll keep progressing. We'll keep doing good work, and it will keep coming in next year by year, not 5 years." So 15 years gone in the industry, five करके, and serials की list change हो गई है, films की list थोड़ी सी change हो गई है, and from actor to have joined the team of directors and writers as well, and I think I'm going to join the team of directors and producers as well continuously. So now I'm focusing on producing web series, films, Punjabi films, and directing these and acting. I'm not leaving anything. I'm concluding everything, whatever is part of the entertainment industry, because my like idol, my like what do you say? I follow them. That was Amir Khan, Rajkumar Hirani, Shah Rukh Khan, and Om Puri ji. So I mix everyone. I want to act like Om Puri ji. I want to direct like Rajkumar Hirani ji. I want to star like Shah Rukh Khan, and I want to work like Amir Khan. So everything should be perfect. Dialogue to scene, and if I'm directing, every actor should be perfect. Every actor should be appreciated in my movie.
Exactly. That's very important.
That's
Every
a great
actor should
point.
be, should be appreciated and get the deserved recognition. That's more important. And keep doing well, Shahan. It's so nice having you in our chat show today with nrvnews24.com. And thank you. And this is really, I know it's an awkward situation for you to be in short notice to and be keep on thanking you, but it's nice. My heartfelt thanks to you.
And
I
thanks
really,
to
Thank you.
your
Thank you.
network. So we
yes,
could
you
share
know,
properly.
yeah, keep doing good,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
yeah, keep doing good, and we look forward to have many, many more TV serials and movies from you. We will be glued on the television sets, and we will visit the theater halls to watch you. And now that I know you personally, I'd be more keen to look out. So thank you again, uh, Arpita.
And thank you so much, Sharan, for coming in our show. And we would like to wish you a very good luck for your future. And
Yes.
for our viewers, I would like to request you again, as usual, that please go and like our page nrbnews24.com. And I'm very much sure that you are loving these series, these shows which we are coming with every Saturday. And like we wait for the Saturday, you too do wait for us. And please do comment and like, and please suggest us if you want something, if you are looking for something. So that would be helping us to bring more entertaining stuff for you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and thank you so much, Sharan. Thanks everyone. Goodbye.
Before Before we just go, because today is the Independence Day, I'd like to have something. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow.
Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.